Hello, welcome back everyone. Shadow Song here. In this video I'm just going to go over my character updates, stuff I've been up to. I haven't put out a video in a while, so I've had some people asking how far some of my medals have gone, my status of my party, stuff like that, so I thought I'd put out a video. I've been doing pretty well. At the moment I'm right at number 100. That's pretty cool. Doing very well rating with my new party. Speaking of party, I am part of Dream Drop. And I wanted to mention that we are recruiting for our secondary party. In this secondary party, you can pretty much learn our rules, see how you can integrate with us. Along those lines, more like an internship, I want to say, but a lot less serious than that. And then from there, you can join the main party. So I'm going to leave my Twitter in the description if you just want to toss me a message on Twitter. We can get you into that party. We were ranked second last week and most previous weeks before that. So we have been doing very well. And I just like how laid back we are. Get along well with everybody. Very fun environment. So yeah, if you want to join us, just drop me a message on Twitter. So from there, I just wanted to go over my slightly updated Keyblade builds. My Starlight has become level 21, but the build has not changed. I still start out with my 100% final form with attack boost 2. Beast of a medal. Even at my point in the Coliseum, rank 79 or round 79, he is still doing good damage. I finally got a defense boost for my Aerith. Attack boost 2, 49% Cloud. Hits hard. This might do better once I can get an attack boost on him and get his guilt a little bit higher, because he will be able to take advantage of the 75% bonus of the slot, because he's reverse. But at the moment, because of the attack boost and fully chip and daled, higher guilt, this is overall better. Into the Aladdin, a way stronger medal than I thought it was. Back when the first Epic Carnival came out, I thought it was trash. I thought it was the bad guaranteed pull, like the placeholder of the good ones. He's become one of my more used medals in the Coliseum. I would definitely not be where I'm at without him, or at least wouldn't have gotten here as easy as I have. Not to say that it's been easy, but he's made it a lot easier. Lastly, into my Comriku. I'm actually looking to replace this Comriku with a second final form. I have another final form besides this, so I'm only one away from the second guilt. Once that happens, I think my DPS will increase substantially. Level 21 Treasure Trove. I've guilted my Diz, so he's at 48% now. Hits pretty good. Being in this first slot, he gets that 40% bonus. He gets the 20% bonus from himself. And then the 48% guilt. He's doing damage. It's not cloud level, but it's enough that it's good. Second slot I give to Alice, the non-multiplier slot. I mostly use her for the tap poison, so this will eventually be replaced with, I don't know, another attacker, I suppose. But she's been okay here. I use her dispel enough that she's earned her spot here, especially on the Black Copter level of the Coliseum. Allows you to first turn those Black Copters maybe 1 or 2 times past where you would without her. And when you don't need to dispel, you can always just slap that poison on. And being in the non-multiplier slot, she's not taking up a slot that you would want one of your better attackers to be in. This used to be Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku, but I had to cannibalize it, actually, to put an attack boost 1 on my Aladdin for a round in the Coliseum. So until I can guilt another Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku or make this Pete better, I will be using this Pete. I do have the Rikus to guilt one right now. I just have to spend the time to get the materials to upgrade him. My Kingdom Hearts Cloud 48% guilt is still my highest single target. I do have a 48% guilt Leon B. That would be just as good. Single targets are not as important in the Coliseum once you get to the higher levels. It's mostly about the very high damage AoEs and the status effects. So I haven't been really using him for the Coliseum as much, but for stuff like raid bosses and events and first turning story missions, he's very good. And again, ending with the Cloud. Lady Luck is the one I did not bring to level 21. I'm hoarding one of the Adamantites to make my Olympia level 21. Once we get some more story missions to get that last Orichalco. So the Lady Luck setup is pretty much the same. I have replaced my Master Form with Sephiroth. But that's actually mostly just a cosmetic feature. Just like seeing Sephiroth there. And like I said, in the Coliseum, the single target medals are mostly useless. Their special attack is, anyway. So having a really high base damage for tap and swipe attacks, and having the status effect of sleep in this last slot, for the most part is a better deal than having this Master Form there. Which is a shame, but I have been doing the Coliseum mostly. So once I stop doing that and start doing other things like more raid bosses, I might start using Master Form a little bit more. So I start out with, this build is mostly the same. I start out with the Kyrie into the Pain and Panic. I'm only 1 away, considering the other Pain and Panic medals that I just have to upgrade to put into this. Only 1 away, and this will be a major DPS increase. Considering it's an epic medal, might get lucky, might get something in the 90s. In which case, it elevates the entire Keyblade to another level. Into my second buffer of Aerith, I have no clue what else to put in this non-multiplier slot besides either this or a status effect. Right now I use her now to make my Aladdin stronger. This Aladdin should be getting full multiplier if you use the Pain and Panic. If not, the multiplier of 67% is still quite good when you have a guilt of 96. Used to have an attack boost on it, now has a poison to get through another different round of the Coliseum. He will probably end up with an attack boost on him, though. And lastly, into the Sephiroth. My last Keyblade I'm going to go over here is the 3 Wishes. I used to triple buff. I'm now double buffing. I used to triple buff only because I had only 2 good magic medals. I now have a 3rd. So I'm now going to be using that. Triple buffing is diminishing returns. Double buffing is the most that you would need. So I start off with the Vivi into the Kingdom Hearts Aerith. Gilted at 49%, she doesn't do a small amount of damage. Like, she's not doing as much as a Kamriku, but she's doing enough that you can work her into strategies. And when you don't need to, when I don't need to buff with using her, I can always use the paralysis. So I got the double buff into my Kamriku. I'm actually looking to replace this Kamriku, which is sad, like I said before, because I already have him chip and daled and attack boost. But that's the nature of the game. Power creep. Things like this are going to happen. And it might not pan out. The second final form might not pan out, so I might end up going back to this, especially if I can get its guilt a little bit higher. Once again into the final form, and lastly into my new edition of the Hag. Being a reverse metal on the level 21 3 wishes, she gets a 90% buff in this last slot. That's pretty significant. That's almost doubling her damage. It is worthy to note that she isn't AoE, so she probably either will be replaced with a Gilted Wisdom form in fights that I have to have an AoE, or even just a status proc, or a mini. But as it is, she does really good damage, especially on like a behemoth, one of the few single targets that you're going to be fighting in the game. And it just so happens to be power. So you're going to use 3 wishes on it. So this works out quite well, even when you're not paralyzing the target, which I might be doing because I have the Aerith with Paralyze over here. I will be replacing its own paralysis with maybe a sleep or an attack boost. So that's that. I have not upgraded my Olympia at all yet. I'm waiting for the chance to upgrade it past level 17, which I cannot do yet. But given that they said that they were going to release a minimum of 50 story missions a month, we will be getting that last Orichalcum this month. So hopefully I will be able to upgrade this up to level 21, considering I'm hoarding that Adamantite as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Any suggestions, comments on my build, highly appreciated. We grow in this game by watching what other people do, as well as experimenting with our own stuff. If you'd like to join our party, or if you have more questions, please drop me a line on the Twitter. I will leave a link for that in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.